Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're digging into the sources around M S Lawson's The Tunnels of Rasand. It's this big sci-fi epic. You've got Rasand City, right, fighting these underground Morlocks. But the real story, it's the political rot, kind of eating the colony from the inside. And right in the middle is Patrol Officer Nate Olsen. He's, all about common sense, practical smarts, which clashes constantly with the leadership's, arrogance. Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah, and what jumps out immediately from these sources is this meta-narrative thing going on, a paradox, really.
How so?
Well, you have the book itself, incredibly detailed, but then these external sources, like simulated summaries or wikis, they just leave stuff out or deny it.
Deny what? Like major things.
Huge things.
Yeah.
Key characters like Chancellor Mackenzie Markovic, gone. The whole political coup attempt doesn't exist in these summaries. Even like weird details, the Cactuar, nope.
Wow. So the official record, or what looks like an official record, is just wrong.
Exactly. That unreliability, that's the whole point Lawson seems to be making. And you see it mirrored inside the story, too, with their tech.
Ah, right, the seismographs.
Mm-hmm. Rasand City poured resources into this super advanced seismograph system. It's supposed to detect Morlock activity, right?
But it didn't work when it mattered.
Completely failed. The Morlocks are about to burst through the floor, and the system's reporting risk factors within normal range.
Yeah.
Totally useless.
But Olsen, he knew something was up.
He did. Ignored the fancy tech readouts. Used an old trick, like ancient. A bowl of water on the floor.
Seriously?
Yep. Simple physics. The ripples showed the vibrations, warned them just moments before the attack, while the expensive system was saying everything's fine.
That's quite a statement about technology versus, I guess, wisdom.
It's the perfect symbol for the colony's whole problem. Hubris.
Right.
Blind faith in their complex systems, ignoring the obvious reality Olsen could see with just, paying attention.
And that blindness, it wasn't just about earthquakes or monsters, was it?
Not at all. The biggest threat, the sources made clear, wasn't the Morlocks digging below. It was the corruption up top.
The coup.
The coup attempt against Chancellor Markovic.
Yeah.
Orchestrated by her own husband, Senator Corbin Gillard, working with parts of the elite guard.
The guard. They come across as incredibly arrogant in the sources.
Dangerously so. That rivalry between the guard and Olsen's patrol, their absolute belief in their own superiority, it costs lives. They ignore Olsen's warnings repeatedly. Lawson's showing how this internal division, this rot, is more destructive than the external enemy. They're practically sabotaging themselves.
While all this is happening internally, the Morlocks aren't just standing still either. They change. Here's where it gets really interesting.
Oh, yeah. They start out as, the classic H.G. Wells kind of subterranean beast, mindless, savage.
But that changes.
Drastically. Later encounters reveal they've evolved. Or maybe they're always more complex. They have a society.
A society,
Yeah.
organized.
Ailey. There's a talking queen. There are robed figures, described as priests. And this truly disturbing ritual involving a green pool.
What happens there?
Capture humans are dissolved in it. It's horrifying, yeah. But it shows intelligence, ritual, structure. They're not just monsters. They're a dark mirror, in a way, to the corrupted human society above them.
Which makes the ending, the resolution, even more pointed. It's not a big battle, is it?
No, the climax isn't military. It's personal. It's Chancellor Markovic's choice.
After everything, surviving the coup, the Morlocks.
She walks away from power.
She resigns, leaves politics entirely, chooses instead to pursue academia, authenticity, and a life with Olsen.
Why is that the victory? Because she's rejecting the whole system. The lies, the power games, the pretense that almost destroyed the city and herself. Choosing truth, knowledge, a real relationship that's presented as the only way to actually defeat the internal corruption. She saves herself from the city's sickness. So what does this all mean? Ultimately, Lawson's book seems to be this profound cautionary tale. It's not just about society needing saving from its rot within. It's also about how that rot actively tries to rewrite the story, to erase itself from the record, to deny you the truth of what actually happened. Personal observation, Olsen's kind of wisdom, becomes essential for survival in a world flooded with manufactured information.
It really makes you think. If these external narratives, even within a fictional world, can just delete a chancellor, erase a coup, pretend things like a Cactuar never existed, well, how much of our own reality built on digital info we rarely verify ourselves is already a kind of constructed lie we just accept? Gives you something to chew on, definitely.